Deborah, a prophetess and judge in ancient Israel, led her people during a time of oppression by the Canaanites. Her courage inspired the Israelites to rise against their enemies. With her guidance, the Israelite army, led by Barak, defeated the Canaanite general Sisera. Deborah's legacy endures as a symbol of faith and God's intervention in challenging times. Subscribe. The Book of Judges chapter 4, the story of Deborah. And the children of Israel again did evil in the eyes of the Lord when Ehud was dead. And the Lord gave them up into the hands of Jabin, king of Canaan, who was ruling in Hazor. The captain of his army was Sisera, who was living in Harosheth of the Gentiles. Then the children of Israel made prayer to the Lord, for he had 900 iron war carriages, and for 20 years he was very cruel to the children of Israel. Now Deborah, a woman prophet, the wife of Lapidoth, was judge of Israel at that time. And she had her seat under the palm tree of Deborah between Ramah and Bethel in the hill country of Ephraim, and the children of Israel came up to her to be judged. And she sent for Barak, the son of Abinoam, from Kadesh Naphtali, and said to him, Has not the Lord, the God of Israel, given orders saying, Go and get your force into line in Mount Tabor, and take with you 10,000 men of the children of Naphtali and of the children of Zebulun? And I will make Sisera, the captain of Jabin's army, with his war carriages and his forces, come against you at the river Kishon, where I will give him into your hands. And Barak said to her, If you will go with me then I will go, but if you will not go with me I will not go. And she said, I will certainly go with you, though you will get no honor in your undertaking, for the Lord will give Sisera into the hands of a woman. So Deborah got up and went with Barak to Kadesh. Then Barak sent for Zebulun and Naphtali to come to Kadesh, and 10,000 men went up after him, and Deborah went up with him. Now Heber the Kenite, separating himself from the rest of the Kenite, from the children of Hobab, the brother-in-law of Moses, had put up his tent as far away as the oak tree in Zananim, by Kadesh. And word was given to Sisera that Barak, the son of Abinoam, had gone up to Mount Tabor. So Sisera got together all his war carriages, 900 war carriages of iron, and all the people who were with him, from Harosheth of the Gentiles as far as the river Kishon. Then Deborah said to Barak, Up. For today the Lord has given Sisera into your hands. Has not the Lord gone out before you? So Barak went down from Mount Tabor and 10,000 men after him. And the Lord sent fear on Sisera and all his war carriages and all his army before Barak, and Sisera got down from his war carriage and went in flight on foot. But Barak went after the war carriages and the army as far as Harosheth of the Gentiles, and all Sisera's army was put to the sword, not a man got away. But Sisera went in flight on foot to the tent of Jael, the wife of Heber the Kenite, for there was peace between Jabin, king of Hazor, and the family of Heber the Kenite. And Jael went out to Sisera, and said to him, Come in, my lord, come in to me without fear. So he went into her tent, and she put a cover over him. Then he said to her, Give me now a little water, for I have need of a drink. And opening a skin of milk, she gave him drink, and put the cover over him again. And he said to her, Take your place at the door of the tent, and if anyone comes and says to you, Is there any man here? Say, No. Then Jael, Heber's wife, took a tent pin and a hammer and went up to him quietly, driving the pin into his head, and it went through his head into the earth, for he was in a deep sleep from weariness, and so he came to his end. Then Jael went out, and meeting Barak going after Sisera, said to him, Come, and I will let you see the man you are searching for. So he came into her tent and saw, and there was Sisera stretched out dead with the tent pin in his head. So that day God overcame Jabin, king of Canaan, before the children of Israel. And the power of the children of Israel went on increasing against Jabin, king of Canaan, till he was cut off. Chapter 5. At that time Deborah and Barak, the son of Abinoam, made this song, saying, Because of the flowing hair of the fighters in Israel, because the people gave themselves freely, give praise to the Lord. Give attention, O kings, give ear, O rulers, even I, will make a song to the Lord, I will make melody to the Lord, the God of Israel. Lord, when you went out from Seir, moving like an army from the field of Edom, the earth was shaking and the heavens were troubled, and the clouds were dropping water. The mountains were shaking before the Lord, the God of Israel. In the days of Shamgar, the son of Anath, in the days of Jael, the highways were not used, and travelers went by side roads. Country towns were no more in Israel, were no more, till you, Deborah, came up, till you came up as a mother in Israel. They had no one to make arms, there were no more armed men in the towns. Was there a body cover or a spear to be seen among 40,000 in Israel? Come, you rulers of Israel, you who gave yourselves freely among the people, give praise to the Lord. Let them give thought to it, who go on white asses, and those who are walking on the road. Give ear to the women laughing by the water springs, there they will give again the story of the upright acts of the Lord, all the upright acts of his arm in Israel. Awake! Awake! Deborah, awake! Awake! Give a song, up! Barak, and take prisoner those who took you prisoner, O son of Abinoam. Then the chiefs went down to the doors, the Lord's people went down among the strong ones. Out of Ephraim they came down into the valley, after you, Benjamin, among your tribesmen, from Machir came down the captains, and from Zebulun those in whose hand is the ruler's rod. Your chiefs, Issachar, were with Deborah, and Naphtali was true to Barak, into the valley they went rushing out at his feet. In Reuben there were divisions, and great searchings of heart. Why did you keep quiet among the sheep, hearing nothing but the watchers piping to the flocks? Gilead was living over Jordan, and Dan was waiting in his ships, Asher kept in his place by the sea's edge, living by his inlets. It was the people of Zebulun who put their lives in danger, even to death, with Naphtali on the high places of the field. The kings came on to the fight, the kings of Canaan were warring, in Tanakh by the waters of Megiddo, they took no profit in money. The stars from heaven were fighting, from their highways they were fighting against Sisera. The river Kishon took them violently away, stopping their flight, the river Kishon. Give praise, O my soul, to the strength of the Lord. Then loudly the feet of the horses were sounding with the stamping of their war horses. A curse on Maras, said the angel of the Lord. A bitter curse on her townspeople, because they came not to the help of the Lord among the strong ones. Blessings be on Jael, more than on all women. Blessings greater than on any in the tents. His request was for water, she gave him milk, she put butter before him on a fair plate. She put out her hand to the tent pin, and her right hand to the workman's hammer, and she gave Sisera a blow, crushing his head, wounding and driving through his brow. Bent at her feet he went down, he was stretched out, bent at her feet he went down, where he was bent down, there he went down in death. Looking out from the window she gave a cry, the mother of Sisera was crying out through the window, why is his carriage so long in coming? When will the noise of his wheels be sounding? Her wise women gave answer to her, yes, she made answer again to herself. Are they not parting the goods among them, a young girl or two to every man, and to Sisera robes of colored needlework, worked in fair colors on the side and on that, for the neck of the queen? So may destruction come on all your haters, O Lord, but let your lovers be like the sun going out in his strength. And for 40 years the land had peace.